Hello there, everybody. I'm just gonna experiment with these molds. A while back, last summer actually, I made a bunch of car freshies, and I am allergic to fragrances, so I can wear perfume and not have a problem, or sometimes I can wear certain that use certain soaps and stuff. But anyway, but when you're doing car freshies and you got hundreds of them laying around, the fragrance is just everywhere. So I stopped doing them. So anyway, rather than put these molds, to just go away, I thought, well, I'm going to try to pour them. This is UV resin, and I don't like how the yellow is too light. So I already cured these in my G3 curator, and I am going to put a top layer of red on the yellow and hopefully make it orange. Okay, so I did put a little bit of red on top of the yellow, and it did make it turn orange. So I'm going to cure this two minutes. Okay, so now I'm going to try this new Resiners Airless Pro bubble remover. And I had one prior to this, and I don't know, but the old one to me gave me more bubbles than what I started with. So I did talk to them, and finally we came to the agreement of trying the new one. So they sent it to me. And so I have it already plugged in, as you can see, and this little plug has to be closed, and my resin is in there. I've got 2 ounces, I believe. I'm turning this around because the power button's up here, and looks like you put the head on, which I did, and the silicone cover is closed, which I did. Click the button here. It says A1 button. Okay, there we go. We'll let it go for 5 minutes. That's what first came up, so. Let's see what it's doing down there. It's kind of hard to see through that cup. So I'm going to turn this off right now so you don't have to hear this, and I will let you see what happens after 5 minutes. So I'm down to 30 seconds right now, and it looks like all the bubbles came to the top. I don't know if you can see it very well there. See it? It's hard to see. I should have used one of the plastic cups. I'm sorry. I just used one of my measuring silicone cups. But generally, this is a Bondcrafter resin that I'm using today, and it's considered a medium viscosity. Yeah, the buzzer just went off. Usually on medium viscosity, you should probably go 10 minutes. So I can just wait and see. Looks like all the bubbles have come to the surface already. And what's left in there should pop when I release this cover in the back. But I'm going to let it sit there for a minute. Okay. Well, let's see. Let's pull this top off. Oh, it's heavy. It's so heavy. Hold on. Sorry, but it took 2 hands to get that top off. Only because it's pretty heavy to do with one hand, and I had a camera in the other hand. Now, if you look down in here, every one of those bubbles released. It's very clear, not one bubble on the top. So I'm going to put you on pause again, and I'm going to swap out my machines and put the G3 Curator on here again and pour the rest of those molds. Okay, so I tested these and they're cured on the top. I didn't fill in this one because I thought, well, I'm going to fill that one from the outside when it's done to see, you know, what difference we can do with it. So I have it in a G3 Curator, and I mixed up 4 ounces of resin. Wait, 2 ounces. 2 ounces. Nope, 4 ounces, sorry. And then I added my white Spirea gold. And so I'm just going to pour this in. I don't know if this is the right color to choose, but now these molds are very thick because they're for air fresh, the car freshies. So they are very thick molds. So I don't want them to be thick. So I'm just gonna pour them, you know, partially. See if they look about the right depth. This one needs a little more. And that looks pretty good. And I am going to spray them with a little alcohol. Didn't really need it, but just in case. On the edges maybe. And the UV resin had some thin lines down in there along the border of this, so I didn't want to chance running a stick under there. I just sprayed. This spray I have here is just the regular alcohol. You don't always need 99%. 99% is good for some things, but for just spraying for bubbles, you don't need 99. That looks like bubbles, but I don't think it is. Hang on, I'm gonna take a tool around the edge, just make sure it's not, but it might have been bubbles. Okay, so I am going to turn this on and let it cure. Be back in 2 hours. Okay, they're in the G3 Curator. I set them for 2 minutes, or 2 hours, sorry. I have them on the flat setting. And, so I got some resin on the top there. I'm going to have to wipe that off. Anyway, I'm gonna lift this up really quick. These are poured really thin. And there's 3 little extra frogs in there. Or turtles, sorry. And so I had to use up the rest of the resin. But anyway, gonna let this go for 2 hours and see what we get. Welcome back. So this was one of the, these are car freshie molds, and last summer I made car freshies, and so I thought I'm gonna see if I can use them with resin. But I did have fragrance essential oils in these, so you know, I just wasn't sure if that would affect the resin or not. But here's the first one that I pulled out, and everything's good on that. I'm gonna actually paint that. The other one, I put UV resin. This is UV resin here. And then I put my white gold spirea. And there's the other one. Now that one, why does it look like that? Well, maybe something was left in there from the car freshies. Anyway, I can always fill that in and even write over it if I need to. It'll have a more bubbled effect. And then I poured these. These I made with the texture cast again, Aqua Cast Texture. Now this one really looks textured, I think because I'm at the bottom of the bucket. You see how speckled it is? And that has to be dry before I can seal it. So, they say 2 days, but just depends. I mean, it's just going to have sealer on it anyway, so I'm not going to show you what they look like afterwards. Although, I was going to do the decoupage on the other 2 that I have done. So, anyway, these are really cute. Little penguin molds. Absolutely adorable. So that one, these will have to dry out. This was a car freshie mold, but that I never used it, so this one should be fine. But I just wasn't sure if you'd be able to. Oh, that's really cute. It says ho ho ho, it's a Christmas tree. Isn't that cute? Well, I'm definitely keeping that one. That is adorable. And then I had some leftover white gold spirea, and I stuck some of my golden star in it. So that's just resin, but then it has, I don't know if you can see the stars very good. The stars are really cute. I got 3 colors. The golden star, the Christmas star, and the other one is silvery star, I think is what it's called. Here's the other one. So I have 2 cute little turtles with stars on them. And there's the little owls. Aren't they adorable? I don't know, I'm a big owl fan, so. And that was the red one. that I had done before. So, what do you think? This one had the gold pen on it, but I went ahead and put the yellow for the eyes, but then I put, I don't know if you can see it, the dotting around the eyes. I don't know, originally I was going to do rhinestones, and I just got my paints out, and this one has yellow around his eyes. He's all copper except for the beak, and around his eyes are yellow. I think they're cute. What do you think? Hoot, hoot. Hoot, hoot. These are actually, I've bought a couple of Michelle's molds from Glitter and, no, from Glitz and Glitter. And, but this is my favorite mold of hers. I absolutely love them. But I'm biased because I love owls. So, but you should check them out. She has an eBay shop. I'll link it in the description, but they're just the cutest little owls. I don't know, should I paint these white and leave the background? I don't mind that color. And just make these white or red, or I don't know. What do you think? All right, we'll see if we'll do some more on these. I definitely want to do the other birds. They're sealed now. I just have to put the decoupage over them. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Well, hey everybody. Welcome back. I've been busy working on all kinds of projects right now. I wanted to finish up these owls. I don't remember the last time I showed you if I had the eyes painted or not. What I wanted to do was I wanted to put some of the rhinestones that you buy on string, you know. Gosh, what do you call them? They come in a spool, you know, and you get so many of them. Anyway, and then I can't find them. So for now, this is what you're looking at. I'm going to put some UV resin on the eyes to kind of make them pop in the nose. I might just leave this one like this because I do like the coloring. This one, I did not like the coloring so well. The yellow, to me it kind of looked vintage. And so I decided to just dot some flowers all over it. What do you think? The opposite of yellow is purple. So I think he's kind of cute. But I'll do the same. I'll put some UV resin here and on the beaks. So get that out of the way there. Now today I was going to go ahead and try to decoupage. I have not decoupaged in years, like decades. So, but it should be okay. I ordered these Tams Creative Corner had a video on putting decoupage napkins on her. She doesn't use Aqua Cast. She uses a different eco resin, but and it was really cute. So I thought, well, why don't I try to do that? And so this was one of the tips that she gave, was on a napkin. You know, sometimes they're 2-ply, sometimes they're 4-ply. This one is 2-ply. This was actually the one that she used on hers. And I bought a different one and was going to use that. But that one's in a box somewhere too already. So anyway, you put a piece of tape on the back here and it just separates them very easily. So, and I have some decoupage gloss and base. So I've not used this kind before. It's called Paper Toll 3D Decoupage. I don't know how long I've had it, but I think I bought this in a set that came with maybe some papers too. I don't remember. But, oh gosh, I'm not going to be able to get it open. Alright, I'm going to put you on pause. I got a special thing that opens tight lids like this. It's upstairs, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I took that decoupage glue upstairs to my kitchen because I have this tool that helps me open jars that are brand new or something, and that tool couldn't even get that lid off. So, and my husband's not home, so he usually gets it off if I can't. But anyway, so I am just going to use this matte varnish, and I already cut out the parts of the napkin that I want to use, and so I'm just going to go ahead and use that. And then when I'm done, I will just apply this varnish all over the whole penguin. It's cute, huh? So once this is varnished, it's actually going to bring out the texture of this Aqua Cast. So let's find the match to that one. Oh, I thought I had the match. I must cut the wrong one. All right. Well, that one is... Okay, so that one is right there. So little tape trick really does it. Well, most of the time anyway. Here we go. All right. And it's this one. All right. So you want to make sure that, you know, you don't have any wrinkles in it. So now I'm going to do the other arm. Okay. And let's see, should we line them up the same? That looks pretty good. Isn't that cute? It'll look cuter when it's all varnished. So then I wanted to put something on its belly. So I cut out this one on there. I don't know. I think I like this one better. Okay, I'll have to cut out another one. And I will fast forward through that. Now I did not seal these yet. I will seal them after I get these on. Because for this, it actually works best, I think, to do them before they're sealed. That way, this little, whatever glue you're using absorbs into the Aqua Cast. Okay. So that one's done. And I have these two. I could put this one on the belly. Have a small one. Okay, we'll do that. And it actually makes it absorb faster. For some reason that one looked smaller than the other one, but it's the same. Can you see me? I'm sorry if I'm getting out of the frame there. These are super easy to do. And this matte varnish that I'm using is working just as good as any decoupage glue. And again, it's going to be completely sealed once I get it done. So, let's see. Do I want a small one on here, or do I want... Maybe I'll put this one on the chest. This looks like the match to that one that I didn't think I had. And went over and cut another one. No, I think I'm going to put maybe... this blue one. I think it's pretty. Up to me to change my mind at the last minute. And I'm gonna kind of go in between here. Alright, where do we want them? On the belly? I'm going to go with this one. No, let me look at the blue one again. Maybe we can make that fit. It's a little bit... I want to work like that. Alright, we'll do it that way. What do you think? Look good there? Okay, so this dries really super fast. In fact, that's dry already. So I am going to go ahead and wipe some of this on. Good morning, everybody. I just wanted to finish up this video. I did give a second coat of the varnish to the penguins. I also trimmed them with a silver pen. And here they are. Aren't they cute? I just wanted to get this video uploaded today. So just remember, always to be kind. Think of special ways that you can be nice to people or pay them a compliment. I worked with special needs students, so if you ever see one in public, you know, go up and say hi to them. You'd be amazed how they would respond to that. Or give them a special smile that, you know, sometimes they just like that. But anyway, I want you all to have a good weekend. We have been homebound for a month, and our favorite place to go is Cancun's Mexican restaurant. And I have one margarita. I sip on it all night long. Well, I mean, we're not there very long, but the time that we are there, and it's usually about a couple hours, I get a jumbo margarita, and that's all I have. And then he has his beer, my hubby, and but it's been a month, so I have a feeling it's gonna knock me on my butt. Maybe I might get a small one instead. But I'm excited that we're going out. It's starting to get a little chilly here in Iowa. I believe it's in the 30s today. It might get up to 40s though, but we don't have snow yet. That's a good thing. So anyway, I think I showed this on the last part of it, but I'll show it again real quick. I still might put that rhinestone chain on when I find it, but for now, that's how they ended up. And that's it. So have a nice weekend. Hey, I did put up a sale that's only today, and I called it Pre-Black Friday 20. That's the coupon code. And since it's payday, I just said, go in there today, and you have to spend $75, but you know, by the time you do the 20% off, that's $15 off, so that's a good deal. And I didn't limit it to, you know, sometimes when I run a sale like that, I take some things out like resin and Aqua Cast because I don't make any money on those items. Try to keep those prices comparable to other quality resins and stuff. So anyway, I didn't disqualify any items, so it's 20% off everything. Like my little hands. I think I still have some yellow paint stuck in the bottom from painting the beaks on the other penguins. Sorry. But anyway, make it a great day. Have a great weekend. Love y'all. Bye.